Okay, so let's solve the example. 1 2 this is x of n is given, h of n is this. Okay, so how you can write solve this is you have to first write the formula. The formula is y of n. Y of n is equal to summation x k equal to minus infinity to infinity x of k into h of n minus k. One thing which you have to note here is what will be the length of the sequence. Okay, since this is finite in nature, this is finite, you will get a finite output. So the length of the output sequence will be, the formula is L plus m minus 1, where L is the length of x of n, m is the length of h of n, and minus 1 which is will be equal to n, which is the length of y of n. So in this particular scenario, the length of x of n is 3, the length of h of n is 1. The length, when I say length means only non-zero items. Okay, so if this was like 1 0 1, the length would have been 3. So you got to the length is basically the point at which your non-zero value or non-zero element starts and ends with like the wherever the non-zero element ends. For example, here h of n, if this guy was 1 0 1, the length of h of n would have been 3. Okay, now in this case your length of h of n is 1. Clear? So now the output sequence will have a length which is 3 plus 1 minus 1, which is n. This is your length of the output sequence y of n. So now what we do is we start off with we just x of n could be, we could change the independent variable to k, it does not matter, the sequence will remain same. So x of k is given as 1 2 3, h of k is given as a impulse at k equal to 0, right? So now first I will write h of k. Okay, h of k is this. H of minus k will be a mirror image of the sequence. Okay, the mirror image will have what, the element where k equal to 0 will remain as it is, same place, and the elements on the either side will shift, it will become a mirror image. So we will get 1 0 0 back again. H of 1 minus k is a right shift, 0 1 0. H of 2 minus k is 0 0 1. So h of 1 minus k is 1 0, because how do I do that is I will write h of, it's basically h of minus k plus 1, right? So what I have to do, I have to take h of k and I have to add 1 to it. H of k plus 1, we know that it's a left shift. What's a left shift? So this will be like whatever was here, in this case 1 0 0, this is your sequence, right? H of k, h of k plus 1 will be a left shift, 1 0 0, and h of minus k plus 1 will be a mirror image of that. So this is 0 0 1. So this is how you find out h of minus k plus 1. Or the one rule you can use is you do h of minus k and then right shift, so we will get 1 minus k. H of 2 minus k is a right shift of 1 minus k, so you get 0 1 0 and then 0 0 1. Okay, now what you have to do is you have to multiply x of k with h of k. X of k with h of k, 1 to 1 multiplication. So this guy this one has to be multiplied with this guy, so 1 into 1 will be 1. H of 1 minus k is this particular sequence, so this is here. So when I do a 1 to 1 multiplication, I multiply this one with the corresponding x of k, which is x of 1, so I get 2 here. Third case, h of 2 minus k into this, I get 3 here. So that's how I get 1 comma 2 comma 3. Graphically, if I want to show this, x of k is this, h of k is this, h of minus k will remain as it is, h of 1 minus k will be a right shift, h of 2 minus k will be another right shift, h of 3 minus k will be another right shift. Now when I am finding y of n, I go to multiply this sequence with this sequence with this sequence, I will get y of 0. When I multiply this, it's 1 into 1 plus 2 into 0 plus 3 into 0. So I will get 1 as an output. So it's basically multiply and accumulate operation. For y of 1, you will have to multiply x of k with h of 1 minus k. For y of 2, I have to multiply x of k with h of 2 minus k, and so on. You get this y of n. Okay. Now what we'll do is we'll solve the second problem. Second problem was given as x of n was given as again the same one, 1 comma 2 comma 3. Okay. And h of n was given as 1 comma 1 comma 1. Okay. Before going there, right, let me just give you one important outcome of this particular problem which we solved before, where your x of n was 1 comma 2 comma 3 and your h of n was 1 comma 0 comma 0, right. Now y of n was, the output that you got here was 1 comma 2 comma 3, right. So now if I look at this, the formula is y of n is x of n convolve with h of n, right. Now if you look at this h of n, it is same as your delta of n, right. It is same as your delta of n. So what I can safely say is x of n convolve with delta of n, I get the same x of n back, x of n back. Okay. Same property I can use. So if I had if instead of this, if in some other case x of n was 1 comma 2 comma 3 and your delta of n, or sorry, let's say h of n was 0 comma 1 comma 0, which is this. Now this particular sequence resembles delta of n minus 1, right. So I would have got my y of n as x of n convolved with h of n, which in reality is x of n convolved with delta of n minus 1, and I would have got an output which is x of n minus 1. What is x of n minus 1? Y of n is equal to x of n minus 1. So this would have been a sequence which is left shifted. So sorry, right shifted, 0, 1, 2, 3. So this would have been a sequence I would have obtained. You can do this at home. You can try this out. So what the result which I would like you guys to take away from this particular example was x of n convolved with delta of n, you get the same sequence back. X of n convolved with anything which is shifted by 1, you get a shifted sequence. Okay, clear? So now let's move to the second problem.